Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral Corner. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex, and today we got an episode of The Word on the Canvas.
Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral. So, a lot's been happening.
Yeah, lots been happening in the fight game.
Yeah. So,
A lot to talk about. Yeah, man.
How's life with the what is it? Half term.
Yeah.
These kids.
Kids up and down. Try and keep the energy, the active, do something.
Yeah.
But obviously, my little one's here with me today.
Yeah. Good to see.
Bring children to work day.
Come on.
But how you been? I saw you on the big screen last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I saw you on the big screen.
I was just trying to be like you. I've seen you already up on TNT Sports, BT Sports. So I thought, I gotta switch channels.
So we saw obviously he was one of the trainers in Craig Richards' corner, and obviously we'll talk more about that. He had a comeback win against Crichton. But where should we start?
Well, we can start with weekend just gone. We had two shows on. We had Queensbury with Liam Williams versus Hamza Shiraz. Rising Hamza Shiraz.
Hamza.
Yeah, and that was I expected him to stop him because Liam is a bit over the hill now, but not in the first round.
Yeah, that surprised me. Obviously, over the years, Liam's been in a lot of battles.
Yes,
2 matches against Liam Smith. He's fought Andrade. He's fought all sorts of people. And
Jr.
He's always had cuts and stuff. But I thought he's not over the hill, but battle worn. Yeah. And then when Shiraz done that, Hamza done it to him, I was like, oh, okay. You mean business? Your statement, because I remember Hamza fighting. Oh my days, you're a good mate.
Bradley Skeet,
and and Bradley was like out boxing him. So I thought, I was thinking, how far is this guy gonna go? Because I remember Bradley wasn't on the shelf, but he just come back after like a few,
he'd been sort of semi-retired. Yeah, he went away for years.
Yeah, so he come back for like 1-2 under the radar. Was it one under the radar comeback fights?
You was there.
Yeah, and Sheffield.
Yeah, Fight Zone.
Yeah. So he had a comeback fight there, and I think it was under the tutelage of Brendan Ingle. Sorry, no, Dominic Ingle. So Brendan Ingle.
Rest in peace.
He's his father. I apologize. Yeah. Rest in peace. But he had, and then he came into that fight, and I think people were going to expect him to get blown over, but he actually put a good account of himself. Obviously, what happened? He got hit when he was down, and people think it should have been a disqualification. But actual fight, I thought, Hamza, I don't really, But then after these fights, after that, I kept seeing a lot of stuff I was liking. And then obviously, I feel like they're putting him in the right fights at the right time, which doesn't, can't hurt, you know what I mean? And it definitely surprised me. And I can't wait to see his next fight and who he's up against, to be honest. He's really announced himself in the scene. One of I was going to say Frank Maloney. What's happening to me today? Is Frank Maloney even about?
No, it's Kelly these days.
So it's Kelly Maloney, sorry. But Frank Warren, I feel like he's going to be one of these stars to look out for in his stable.
Yeah, I think what's helped is him going up in weight because it looked like he was draining himself a bit too much at 154. So that's why I don't know if that was the reason, but he did get exposed. He was obviously a novice pro. He got exposed by Bradley Skeet. I thought that Bradley was well ahead. He was on his route to winning. He did use some underhanded tactics, but it is what it is. But since he's moved up, he's looked good. I saw him out in Poland last year. on the Dubois Usyk card. He took out his guy who was a puncher as well. He took out the guy in about 2-3 rounds. He dropped him with jabs and and then here he just done a demolition job on Liam Williams. So yeah, people are saying he should go against Denzel Bentley, but I'm thinking, what's the point of that? You might as well just go straight to Nathan Haney. He's the guy who's got the belt.
Yeah, and he just beat Denzel.
Yeah, so go with the guy with the British title. So I think that's really, and you know, Hamza, he brings a crowd. He's got a good community behind him, and
I noticed that. Sorry to cut you off. Sorry, I noticed that with a lot of the Asian fighters, they bring out a crowd.
The South Asian community, they've got a good following and backing behind them. And then, as we know, Nathan Haney, he's got his, you know, his lot from Stoke on Trent. So that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, that's there. That'll probably be the fight I want to see next. But obviously, I know Denzel. I'll say I know him a bit personally, so I think he would definitely want to fight Hamza, so he can get his get back against Nathan Haney.
Yeah, but we'll see how the way things play out. But it seems like Hamza will probably go for Haney rather than Denzel because it won't be for anything otherwise. Also on the card, we saw Anthony Yard featuring versus Marko Nikolic from Serbia.
Wicked body shots.
Yeah, some good body shots going in there. I noticed at the weigh-in, the guy looked scared to death. He was like this. I was like, and even when Yard shook his hand, he was like smiling, like he knows he's got him. The guy looked scared. But he's a full-time firefighter as well, that guy. So he does boxing as sort of part-time. But, you know, people are critiquing the opponent. I'm not really too pleased with the opponent. It's the last two opponents have been pointless, but we know that he's on a collision course for a proper fight.
Because we saw someone approach him and ended the fight.
Yeah, he said it's not usually his move. He doesn't like to ambush, but I guess he was coaxed into pulling up at ringside. Mr. Joshua Buatsi, JB,
just business.
Yeah, just business. He's come here, so he turned up at the Frank Warren Queensbury show, and he's saying he wants to fight next. So what I want to know is, they both want to fight each other, but how is this fight going to actually get made? As you was talking about just off air.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a very tricky one because, as you know, they're both on, I don't say opposite, different promotional companies. So, i.e. Boxer with Buatsi and Frank Queensbury with Anthony Yard. But money talks, you know what I mean? So whoever's got the dough wants to put up the most dough, just get the fight on. Because I think promoters need to stop this thing of like stopping guys from going on other shows. Just let the fighters make the most money. Yeah. Because without no fighters, there's no product. So you just let them make the most money and keep fighters happy. And at the end of the day, just let them make a pound note. So if they can't make it on your show, let them make it on another show. You know what I mean? And I just think whoever puts up the most spread would have that fight. But if I have to pick and say which network it will be on, I would edge towards Sky Sports because I feel like they need that fight more than TNT.
Yes, I agree with that. That they need the fight more because in their scheduling, the only big fight they've got majorly coming up is Fabio Wardley versus Fraser Clark. Apart from that, I can't even tell you another card so far.
I was hearing that that was meant to be like a triple header. I don't know if this is true or not, don't quote me. But it was meant to be, obviously they already announced Marku and
Chris Congo.
And then it was going to be Billam Smith versus Riakpo as well. But,
okay. Well, I know there's Alan Babich versus Steve Robinson.
Okay.
From up north.
And that's not pay-per-view, is it?
No. It's a Sunday because bank holiday week. No, it's not. Wardley and Fraser's not pay-per-view.
No.
That's
So yeah, like I said, that's the only fight of note they've got.
Yeah.
Compared to Matchroom, compared to Queensbury, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they've got a list.
So, like I said, they better pull out all the stops to get that fight if they are going to make that fight. But at the same time, as we're talking about the 5 for 5, Eddie was talking about the 5 for 5. When we saw you in the ring with Craig Richards, at the end, he was saying he wants to see him against Yard.
Yeah, well, he said in an interview earlier that day, I noticed, I was on my phone, and he said that when the first five gets called, he's pretty sure 175 will get called as a weight class. So he's going to pick Craig Richards. So whoever Frank wants to put in, he'll put in. But we know his number one. His number one is Anthony Yard. So
who's his number two?
Number two, Hitchens? No, what's his name? Not Hitchens. Oh,
what would you say he's got number two?
Well, the only ones he's got is Carol Ituama, Ezra Taylor,
but are they ready?
Willie Hutchinson.
Yeah, Willie.
Zach Parker.
The steam. Willie Hutchinson. The steam. Is it the train? Or did he call himself? He used to fight for Eddie, didn't he?
He did, but he's gone over to Queensbury. And there's Zach Parker as well, who's just moved up to light heavy. So they're the only other options. So but it's who Frank Warren decides to pick. If you're looking to win a 5 versus 5, you've at worst you want to be winning 3-2. So you can't be really giving away a point and throwing in someone like Carol Ituama against Craig, and Craig will blast him out. And then you're down 1-0 and you've got only 4 fights left to try and win this thing. So really you do want to put your best foot forward. So Eddie wants to put his who he feels is his best light heavyweight in Craig. So he's going to expect Frank Warren to put Yard in, and the decision Yard and Tunde have to make is, are they going to go for the commercially most asked for fight in Buatsi, or they're going to go for the Saudi back? Because I imagine the Saudi one is going to pay more.
Well, as I saw on Twitter, I think, when was it? I think day before yesterday, I can't remember. He heard it from me. We're only accepting 5 million, and that's come from me.
Yeah, Andy Yard said he wants 2 million, and Craig.
That was strange. I didn't understand that comment. Yeah,
that was a bit of a. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I said that.
That looked like flexing.
I spoke that. I said that to Craig as well. I said, why does he want you to have 1 million? He has 2. Whatever he should be saying. All he should be saying is your promoter should be paying you very healthily. Yeah.
Or even if you are thinking that in your head of 2 and you won, you'll just say, they need to be throwing down 3 million in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And however you want to think it should be split is up to you. But to say, he's got to be paying him over 1 and be over 2 because I'm commercially I'm the bigger name. That was a funny cheeky flex. I didn't really take too kindly, but I'll let it go. And
the reason I don't think is because Tunde just come in and said, look,
5 each.
5, yeah, exactly. And they're real friends.
Yeah, they are.
So like, even when I was speaking to Craig, he's like, nah, Yard's my proper brethren. Like, we were on the train going home back in the day when we had nothing before all the lists, dreaming about this, eating oxtail. You know what I mean?
Coconut waters. And
they're like old school brethren. Obviously, Tunde wants the best for both of them. I can see in it.
Yeah. That's why Tunde said he wants to be part of the negotiations to make sure both fighters get paid. Because remember, Tunde used to train both of them. He used to train me, but he used to train both of them, Ahara. So, Craig signed with him as his trainer, but it's just the managerial thing. They didn't come to terms, and then, Craig went his own way. But yeah, Tunde has a lot of love, and so he wants the best. So he's saying 5, so it seems like Tunde's saying they should get 2.5 each, which sounds good to me.
Because they're good mates, the only way they're gonna fight is they can change both of their family's life, and that's you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you can't say anything to that. You know what I mean.
So yeah, it's also all different options. I saw Tunde put out a tweet also, asking the fans, which fight do you want next for Anthony Yard? Do you want I saw Joshua Buatsi, I saw Callum Smith, I saw Beterbiev 2, I saw Kovalev 2, I saw Chris Billam Smith, and Jaya Patai.
And I'm assuming the latter 2 will be at cruiserweight.
Yes, because Yard has flirted with the idea of moving up to cruiser. You can see he's got the size and stuff, so that doesn't look like that will be an issue for him. Well, what one would you like to see?
Yeah, that's what's gonna. Well, the The first fight I would like to see out of that 5 is him versus Boatsy. That's a no-brainer to me. But I wouldn't be mad if he chased greatness and, went up and fought Billy Smith for the world title. I would like that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of guys nowadays like to be comfortable and stay at a weight that they're, familiar with. And a lot of guys don't want to make this, not a lot of guys, but some guys wouldn't want to make the step up to another weight, maybe. And your first fight at cruiserweight being a world title fight, man, I'll rate that, man. And you can get the win, that would be big. Yeah. But I say first, I would say Boatsy 1, Billy Smith 2, and then Jai Opataya 3. And is Kovalev even? Is he still? No,
he was meant to be fighting this Saturday. But it's been moved to May now because of the card's been moved. But he's at cruiserweight himself.
Oh, he's moved up anyway.
Yeah, remember he fought Pula's brother. So he's at cruiserweight. He's been training with Uzbekistan. So
I seen they've been putting him through his paces.
They're trying to mash him up.
They told him, yo, all that Russian vodka stuff, you need to come over to the side, the Muslim side. You know what I mean?
Oh my God!
You can't, no drinking. You get me? Straight pure living. And boys, we're seeing a bit of the results. I heard Kovalev used to love the vodka.
Yeah, you like to Russian standard though too. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But obviously, I wouldn't mind that fight as well. If Yard maybe can get the get back.
I imagine he does want to avenge one of his losses, as most fighters do. So moving on, we've seen that Devin Haney signed to fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was meant to be fighting Rolly, but Rolly then said he wants to have a bigger fight than Ryan Garcia. I don't know who against. Can you tell me?
What's a bigger fight than Ryan Garcia? Let me think. Who could he possibly be fighting if he's not fighting Ryan Garcia? Unless he's fighting Tank 2. If it's Tank 2, but that we don't want to see that.
You can't even sell that.
Yeah, there's no other. Unless he's going the 147 and fighting Errol Spence. I don't know. Obviously he's fighting on undercard of Keith Thurman, ain't he?
Yeah, Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu.
I can't pronounce the name. Tim Tszyu. I forgot he's fighting, but I know he's on the undercard. I remember they were both promoting it.
Yeah, but this is not a bigger fight.
It's not a bigger fight, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't even know who it is.
But it seems like it's politics of boxing, man. That one, it looks like it's because it seems like he's probably been advised not to take that fight.
Probably.
But we can't say it by Floyd.
No, probably not even Floyd.
Ellaby.
Yeah, or PBC.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that fight would have edged towards the DAZN.
Yeah,
and because now they're starting this Amazon Prime, they can't be,
But I heard that deal went bust.
Amazon Prime deal.
Yeah, the Prime deal. It didn't go. Something happened.
But they just announced Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu and they said that was gonna be on Prime.
Is it?
Yeah, Amazon.
But something's happened with the deal. I saw so. Because that's the reason why Gervonta Davis hasn't announced this fight, and that's the reason why so far Canelo hasn't announced his actual opponent. He just said that he signed his deal with Azteca, and he's making sure Azteca show it to his Mexican fans in Mexico for free, no charging, no pay-per-view. So they're working out a deal who's going to actually have the rights to show his fight in America, UK, blah blah blah, because obviously Americans and Canadians, they got to pay. So that there's something going on with that PBC deal with Canelo, primarily.
They should just pack it in and just call DAZN, man. The DAZN want to work with everyone.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
There's enough though to go around the way they're talking. They should just, because I would love if everyone's on one platform, because the reason I say that is because then the fights will happen. There will be none of this. You're on this side of the street, because what I do see, Golden Boy and Matchroom fighters do fight a lot.
Yes.
And even I would even say Top Rank do a lot of mixed as well. But the only people that don't really is PBC.
Yes, they've got a political problem, but also, back to Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Did you see the video?
Yeah, so that's what I was leading to. We got sidetracked there. But it did look. Now, Bill Haney,
first we've got before Bill.
Yeah,
we got to go with the initial Brian pull up. Cool.
So the pull up looked very WWE-esque. Very WWE. Obviously, I don't know. Maybe you'd be able to tell me. Were they promoting the fight that day in any capacity?
I'm not sure why they was all in the lobby together.
Yeah, so because it was announced that day, right?
Yeah, it was.
So I'm just assuming maybe they were doing something, but I didn't see nothing come out. I didn't see a press or nothing. So it just looked very WWE-esque. And I've never seen, and then Ryan, he always does this. Like, even in the tank fight, he has a lot of vim, he has a lot of talk. And then when he gets in the ring, I wouldn't say it doesn't translate, but it doesn't have that same energy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I do believe when he was facing Tank, I don't believe he thought he was going to win that fight. But I do believe he thinks he's going to win this one.
Why'd you believe that?
I know they've fought a few times in amateurs. I think Haney's up. I think it's like 3-4-1 or something.
Yeah, it's like 4-1 or 5-1.
5-1. But for some reason, I think he feels in a more professional setting of boxing, he has the equalizer to get Devin Haney out of there. I think he believes Devin Haney hasn't got a chin and he's going to put him to sleep.
Okay.
I think that's what I believe he feels.
But I saw footage. I saw their last amateur fight and Devin nearly stopped him in that last one. But hey, it's professional. They're a bit older now. So it will be interesting. But it was funny how he pulled up with his security and then he did that sausage roll turn. I Spencer Spirit says a sausage roll. So I can't call it a soldier roll. He did some mad, he did like a Michael Jackson spin-off. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then it translated into Bill Haney starting to get gangster again. First he's been offered in toilets and he's about to go into the bathroom with Bernard. Now he's moving to Ryan Garcia. And he's like, you turned your back. You turned your back, you curved. And then security tried it. Then Bill had to ban up security. Security on Moist. Even Devin had to handle one of them. And then Ryan took off.
And then that's what I was saying about Bill Haney. He's been so funny on socials recently, man. I don't know where this new found comedians, to be honest, he's always had it. I've seen little glimpses of it, but now he's proper gone into it. Like everything he's commenting on, and he basically said he was basically cussing Ryan Garcia's security, and he said, "Look, we got somebody for him." Yeah. And then he showed what's his name, Big Tank.
Yeah.
And that was funny. But I like him. I like this new energy Bill's bringing to the game because it's making the game very exciting and funny and appealing to different kind of people on his page, and he's doing this all off his own back, and I think it's good for the sport. Yeah.
Nah, even when he was arguing with Elvin Tobler with the progress figure, he was like, "We're the flyest, light skins." So he's bringing light skin back. I'm like, come on, he's got bars. He went with him dancing with his son in the club.
I don't. That kind of relationship he has with his son, I feel like that's what I'm gonna have with my son. Because it's like he's old, but he's not old. If that makes sense.
Yeah, he's young at heart.
Yeah, and the same thing with Danny Swift Garcia and his dad as well. Same kind of. The only people I don't really see that kind of relationship with son and dad is the Porters, but
they're very mature though.
I wouldn't say it's mature. I just think it's a more militant style approach.
Yeah,
and the dad is just no nonsense and
regimental.
Yeah, exactly. And that, in my opinion, sometimes that does take an effect in a relationship. I don't know if they're good now. I can't speak on that, but
he says he is. He says they are. So
but obviously, that's a sign of a good son. You're not gonna badmouth your dad on flipping national TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're not into all that.
Yeah.
UK baddies and that. But about Canelo as well. He's announced. So as I said, he was announcing about Azteca. But he also said he's fighting an American, which only leads us to one weight. Because I thought
he was. Sorry,
you thought he was fighting Jamie Munguia, but I heard that he was. I heard about another deal which I hated because he had you know, the names we were thought. David Benavidez, obviously, Terence Crawford, which is a good fight, you know, commercially. Jaime Munguia, because obviously his performance against John Ryder, the DAZN thing. And then was thinking the last person we really want to hear is Jamal Charlo for Cinco de Mayo. Like, he didn't even look all that versus, what was his name?
Benavidez.
No, yeah, Jose. Yeah. So it's like, why would you pick him? So then who are you going to fight in September?
Yeah.
If you fight Terence Crawford, then it really does go to my theory that he's saying really he ain't trying to fight no Mexicans, so he ain't trying to fight Jaime Munguia or Benavidez. But then next year, what are you gonna do? You can't. You're running out of time. As I said, the longer he leaves it, the worse the beating's gonna be by my boy.
He's into his. He's had he was a 3-fight deal. He's had 1 fight, right? Or has he had 2? I think he's had 1.
1, yeah. No,
John
Ryder.
Jamel.
Was Jamel the first one?
John Ryder's on DAZN. That was on
okay, yeah. So he's had 1.
So it'd be 1. So I'm assuming he wants probably another like winnable fight. So and then the last one he'll probably show out. That's what I'm assuming. Is Terence officially on PBC or is he a free agent?
I think he's a free agent. I don't think he's signed.
Signed, okay. Well, to be honest, the Jamal fight, Jamal Charlo, isn't one, you know, everyone's clamoring for. Like, it's not, but I would watch it.
Yeah, but are Americans going to pay for that?
Yeah.
Because he's going to give it to Mexicans for free. Because they ain't going to pay.
But to be fair, they want to see an all-out Mexican clash.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he's not giving it to them. Munguia's right. If you don't want to fight Benavidez, fight Munguia. He's there ready to go. That would be a sick Mexican clash. And I see like even like within his old pairs like Chavez Senior, he's even asking the questions like, "What's good?"
Because he done it. He used to do it back in the day.
So he's thinking,
and Canelo fought his son, who's Mexican. So what's the problem?
Oh, that day he couldn't even look at his son that day.
Yeah, no. Canelo is the son he wish he had.
Yeah, but at the same time, now he's thinking, what's going on? Why are you ducking these guys now?
Yeah,
because that's not what we do.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Mexicans. Everyone knows they fight anyone and they fight fire. You know what I mean? So this Benavidez fight, it seems like he's ducking, man.
Yeah, because my favorite fight of all time is 2 Mexicans. Marco Antonio Barrera versus Eric Morales won the first one. That's my favorite fight of all time to watch. So that was 2 Mexicans. So yeah, you got to give the people. But if he wants to go down the fight in the FBAs, the Foundation of Black American guys this year, then I would like to see David Benavidez fight Jaime Munguia next in an all, because that fight will be fire on fire.
That's what, and he tweeted saying it would stop him easy, didn't he, Benavidez?
Yeah, he said it'll be easy work. It won't be easy work, but it'll be. I think I've got Benavidez to win, but it'll be a lovely thing to watch, like a proper Mexican
back and forth, Mexican style.
Yeah. So I'm all for that.
But as they say, when you're the A side, when you're the cash cow, when you're this and that, you can do what you want because Floyd did it, so we can't, you know. When it's not someone else, we got to keep the same energy, but at the same time, we want to see these fights.
No, but Floyd fought the next guy coming up in Canelo, so Canelo needs to fight the next guy coming up himself.
No, that's true, but in my opinion, he got Canelo very raw.
Well, isn't David raw?
Benavidez? No, I wouldn't say
he's not raw, but he's still even remember he could have fought him a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
when he was about the same age as Canelo at the time. Because the first time I actually saw Canelo was 19 years old. That was when he fought Cotto's brother. So by the time he fought Floyd, he was about 23. So yeah, Benavidez is only 25 now. So he could have fought him 2 years ago, same age. But as I said, he's stalling this. He's stalling it, so he's making life hard for himself.
Benavidez was getting better every fight.
Yeah, and he's had a great year last year. So yeah, it's
but one thing that does happen in these fights, anticipation does build, and it does get sometimes the fight gets bigger and bigger. I don't know if that's what he's hoping. I don't think that's what he's hoping, but it's I don't know, man. I don't think we'll see the fight. I don't think we'll see the fight.
Okay.
Because Canelo's, well, how much, he's made so much money. How old is he now? He's still young.
He's 33.
Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, but he's
5
years old
in boxing years. Yeah. But he's not old fighter, but he's definitely had a lot of wars and fights. You know, did he have 3 fights with Triple G or 2?
Yeah, three. Yeah.
3 fights with Triple G. He's fought Floyd. He's fought
Canelo,
Cotto, flipping
Amir Lara,
which people say he lost as well. You know what I mean?
Trout.
Yeah. So he's fought
Curtis Stevens, Kovalev.
So we do like, it's kind of like, I know how he's thinking like, right, haven't I earned the respect to fight who I want?
He'll go down in the history as either, I think he'll go down maybe higher than Julio Cesar Chavez when it's all said and done. But he does need to do this back end last bit and fight.
Okay,
Benavidez.
so if he fights Benavidez, are you cool with him now? Like, you wouldn't be pressured to fight?
Win or lose, I'm cool.
Yeah, because another guy, a Mexican, could come up from out of nowhere and he's still, doing his thing.
No, because that's the whole Carl Froch thing where he said, like, after the second George Groves thing, he said, yeah, I'm done. He goes, because now you're calling. He goes, I already called James DeGill, but then I beat James DeGill. Then there's Callum Smith coming up. And then he goes, it's never ending. It's never ending. There's always someone in them weight divisions. Yeah. Middle, super middle. It's never ending. There's always someone coming. So you got to stop you got to stop at some point. So yeah, remember, this is just the names now. So once you get rid of the names now, you don't even necessarily need to do Hyman Gear. Just do David, because he's the one everyone's calling. Fight him, whether you win or lose, because remember, everyone loses. Julio Cesar Chavez got mashed up by Oscar De La Hoya back in the day, but he's still regarded the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. That's true. So remember, they stitched up Meldrick Taylor in the last 2 seconds. But no, people. But listen, Julio Chavez Senior is the real deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fair point, man. Because I think this will be a stain on him if he doesn't fight.
You got to fight the next guy, because he's on your heels, man, and he's Mexican, so it don't look good for your countryman.
Half.
Oh yeah, half. But with the mixed race.
Yeah.
What you say they're not black? Oh my god!
No, he just got another Ecuadorian side as well. Yeah, I see the way he puts mummy on pedestal and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's all right, Hispanic, Latino.
But I know what you mean. But this one fight, that Canelo, you got to see him, man. Or he's got to see you.
Yeah. Talking about Hispanic fighters, Matchroom have just signed Sabril Matias. He is a serious problem. He is like the next Felix Trinidad coming out of Puerto Rico. As I tweeted on Twitex, as my boy Base the Kid says, I like this because he's got Edgar Berlanga, so he can make he just needs to sign one more Puerto Rican in Xander Zayas. If he gets him off of Top Rank, then he could have he'll have the triple threat. Stage something in Puerto Rico or in New York in Madison Square Garden for a Puerto Rican Day Parade. Yeah. You could have Edgar Berlanga, Xander Zayas, and Sabril Matias all on the same card. Probably put Berlanga main event because he's like the biggest name out of them or whatever. But either way, it's a great thing. This guy is 20-1 with 20 knockouts, and he knocked out the guy who beat him. And the only reason why the guy beat him, he didn't want to harm him because he just killed someone. Okay. The fight before, so it kind of took something away from him. But after that loss, he just said, "Yeah, we're going back in," and I took him out. And serious guy. What do you think?
He's a serious fighter, but I feel like obviously the only thing that's helping him that he's got a belt. Yeah, because he's one of them fighters that you're not facing him from like, and that's the only thing. If he'd even have a belt, I don't think he'll be able to match. People would even want to even look at him. And I think now he's not even going to get a fight as well. I don't think people are going to step in the ring unless mandatories come into play. But I don't see who's going to... He's like one of them ones. The only thing he's got is a belt. You're not going to get no fans if you... Fans really if you beat him. You might get some Puerto Ricans
props.
But from props them, props they ain't paying the bills.
Props don't pay your medical bills.
They ain't pay your bills. They ain't pay your med. They ain't keeping your health in check. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one that he's a fighter.
Healthcare, Obamacare.
Yeah, like he's a fighter that you really think, what do I gain from fighting you? It's going to be a hard day's work, and then top of that, I don't know if I'm going to come out of the victory and then I'll get a world title belt. So that's the only thing that's helping him. I think Eddie I don't know how Eddie's gonna match him up. I really do believe that.
Well, so far he's got him fighting Liam Parrow next from Australia. Liam Parrow is on a good win streak. Mash up Brock Jarvis. That was a good domestic Australian clash, and then he took out Montana Love last time out.
Yes, Montana Love, man.
Skinned him
I like your style, man, but it's a bit too early, man. He's Tucker coming out of the dog. You should have.
He's doing the whole. He's going down the Ohio route, which Adrian Broner, but Adrian Broner was a freeweight world champion before he turned mad. Yeah, this guy ain't even won a belt, and he's going mad.
So like, he's a good boxer, but obviously, he's a good boxer, but obviously, I think he's been a bit complacent, and that's led him to, because he should have fought Richard Hutchinson. Sorry, Hitchens. I was about to say that, and I switched it. I don't know why.
Yeah, Willie Hutchinson. I know I get their names mixed up.
He should have fought Richard Hitchens, but for some reason that fight didn't
come to fruition.
Yeah. So I other than that, then this Australian, I think Matias will get him out of there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But so yeah, man. Interesting times. So any other, we'll touch on some more fights closer to the time. We know that Tyson Fury versus Usyk's been rescheduled. It should have been coming on this weekend, but that's been moved from a cut eye. With sparring, we've seen all that fiasco. We've got Anthony Joshua coming, but we'll do a review on that closer to the time. So yeah, any other news really? Obviously,
no, just
Conor Benn, good little win. Against Dobson.
It wasn't an easy win.
No.
I don't know.
Shannon Ryan with a good win that came through some crisis.
Yeah, that head cut. That split was
calling out. She wants Emma.
But yeah, the guy that I liked on that card, I forgot his name now, man. The one that had a back and forth with Jordan Flynn. He won on the night. I forgot his name now.
Oh, Vong.
Yeah. Yeah, I like his style. I like his fight. I like his fighting style, and that's going to be a good fight. Him and Jordan. That's
early doors. They're fighting each other, so that's a good thing. And then what's his name? Reece Bellotti.
Yeah,
finally done it. Got the British title.
It's funny because I got a picture of him like 5 years ago with the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
And then obviously he lost that fight. I can't remember who it is to, but he just went back and done a rebuild.
Lewis Ritson or something like that.
Yeah, and then he went back, got the Southern area English, and then he just study built back up to the British, and I'm happy for him, man.
But it's mad because I was checking BoxRec and I looked at Craig's debut, and Reece Bellotti was on the bill higher up. So it's like,
I think that's the day.
Yeah, so they've been on the same cards loads of times throughout the year. So it was nice to see them back on the same bill again. So big up Reece, man. So I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's it for the word on the canvas.
Yeah. So make sure to follow us on the socials at Fight Fan TV Live on YouTube. Subscribe there. Make sure you leave a comment to get them algorithms popping. Follow us on TikTok as well. Also, you can find me. Find me at Danny Glover _EST.
You can find me on LexObem, LEXOBEM on Instagram. And that's it. Yeah.
And find me at Danny Glover FFTV on Twittex. Remember, FFTV, Fight Fan TV. I know there's some new channels trying to do a thing, but I'm watching you. But when we see you, we're gonna have words. So behave yourself, yeah. So that's it, guys. It's another episode of
Word on the Canvas.
It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex.
And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.